All right, welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are super excited to learn something new. Today, we're talking about Telnet versus SSH. Which one should you use? Which one should you not use? And just compare. And by the way, these protocols we're talking about, these protocols are used for remote access. So that being said, I'm going to share my screen here with you guys. And I have two machines here, which I'm going to be working with. One of them is going to be Kali, which is right here. My Kali Linux box is right here. Then my Metasploitable 2 is going to be right here. I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, so that being said, the first thing I'm going to do here is have my Wireshark on. Wireshark, for those that are not familiar with Wireshark, it's a tool that is used for remote access. So in my Kali, I'm going to turn on Wireshark so I can intercept all the traffic that is going on. Let's see here. Okay, so I will start a PCAP, a packet capture. And let's get rid of this window, make it bigger for everyone to see. So now that my packet capture is running, which will intercept all the traffic, I will go ahead and minimize this window. And from my terminal, which is going to be this window right here, I would like to remote access into the Metasploitable machine. Now, the first thing I like to do is let's run Telnet. So if I run Telnet and put in my IP address, which is the Metasploitable IP address, I'm trying to remote access into that machine. And the command is just going to be telnet and then the machine that you're trying to remote access it to. And I'll hit enter on that. It's going to request for a user or a username. I'm going to put in a username here. In this case, is user. I'm going to put in a password for that machine. Hit enter. As you can see, my prompt has changed, which means I am on that Metasploitable machine. As you can see here, I can do something like ls, and it's going to say, hey, this is file 1.txt. These are the files that are in the SSH folder, Telnet folder, and all that. I did create this earlier. So what I'm going to do is let me create a new directory. Let's do mkdir to make a directory. I'm going to create this a directory called, let me say, Telnet folder 2, right? So we're going to do this Telnet folder number 2, and I'll hit enter. Let me say ls. The folder that I just created is right here. So the next thing I like us to do is cd into that folder. Let's cd and I'll just say telnet folder 2. So we cd into that. The next command I want us to run here would be if I do ls, there's obviously nothing in there, right? ls is for list files. So here, let's create an empty file. Let me just call it touch telnet file 2.txt, something like that. So that's just the file that I'm creating. Okay, I have run a few commands here with Telnet. Now that I did remote access into that machine using Telnet. So the next command I want to run is I'm just going to exit. Okay, that I am back into my Kali machine right now. So the next command the next protocol I want to cover here is going to be the SSH, and we're trying to do a comparison for both protocols. So let's do SSH. We are SSHing into that box, that same Metasploitable box as the user. The username here is going to be user, and then the IP address, same IP address, correct? So I'll hit enter here. Then it's going to request for a password as well. Hit enter. And as you can see, I am into that box as user on that Metasploitable box. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So if I do ls, obviously I can still see the folder that I created, correct? Which is this folder here. Now let me create a new folder called mkdir. Let me call this folder SSH folder 2. And let me cd into that SSH folder 2, and I hit enter. Then I'll do exactly the same thing. Let me create a file. I'll call it touch SSH file 2.txt. and I hit enter. The same commands, but using two different protocols for remote access. One was SSH, while the other was Telnet. So the first protocol that I used was Telnet. The second protocol is SSH. Okay, the next command I'm going to just do exit. And the reason I'm typing all these commands is just because I want to see what Wireshark has done. Has it captured anything? Correct? So my PCAP is still running here. So what we'll do now is we will go ahead and stop the PCAP. I'll stop that. Okay. Now that my PCAP, everything has been captured, let's find out. Let's start with Telnet, or let me start with SSH. I'll just do a filter here on SSH, just like that. All I'm interested in is seeing packets that were related to my SSH communication. And by the way, SSH runs on port 22, as you can see here, destination port 22. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to see if any of these commands that I typed could be seen could be seen in traffic. Was it intercepted? As you can see here, it says here encrypted. All this is encrypted. All of these packets here, they all say encrypted, which means that if I wanted to get a lot more detail into this, I can do right click here and then do a follow TCP stream to get more details. You can see here, everything here is just encrypted. All of this is encrypted data. It's kind of hard. You cannot really tell the commands that I passed in using the SSH protocol. So this is SSH. It's encrypted, which is good. That's what you want, correct? Now, what I want to do now is let me do the same filter on Telnet. Let's find out if we got something intercepted. What I'm typing here is just Telnet, just a filter on Telnet traffic, and I hit enter. Telnet is different. Obviously, I don't see encrypted here so far. And Telnet runs on port 23, as you can see here, port 23. They're all 23. Okay. So I will just right click on one of those packets and do the same thing, follow TCP stream. Now, already the output looks different. What do you see here? Metasploitable login. I typed in user. Remember, everything that I typed in is in red. It was user, right? Just the ones in red, not in blue. The password that I typed in was user as well. This is Telnet revealing everything in clear text. And if you keep going down, I typed in some few commands after that. The first command I think I typed here was ls. We can see here, anything in red, ls. Then I did mkdir. As you can see, I made the directory telnet folder 2. I did an ls again. I did a cd, as you can see here. I did cd into telnet folder 2. I did another ls, as you can see. Then I created a file, touch telnet file2.txt, as you can see here. Then I did exit. And there's even a better way of seeing this. I can also drop this down and then this is the exact commands that I typed in. All these commands here. So obviously it's very clear that if you're using Telnet, it can be seen in clear text. Everything, including username, passwords, the commands that you type in, everything can be seen in clear text. And if you have not watched my video on Telnet, I did a video on Telnet to show you how I logged in into using Telnet and how the credentials were extracted. If you've not watched it, please make sure you watch that video. It's very educational. So Telnet obviously is in clear text, not good at all. You should actually, yeah, it shouldn't be used because if there's a bad guy that is intercepting your traffic, then they'll be able to do exactly what I just did. So Telnet should not be used. Still, the better protocol is SSH, and we have just proven that SSH is all encrypted data, as you can see here. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you learned something new, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and definitely like the video and share it out. And that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. All right, see you guys. Bye.